Welcome back, everybody, to Doki Doki Literature Club. Which one were we on? Which one was this? Your mind is racing already, I see. That's great. It'll be wonderful to help you. Anyway. Oh yeah, we were discussing the festival. Right. That just leaves you, Jesse. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Mitsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? On earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Mitsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses. If I recall, Mitsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Jesse may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Jesse to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Baking's a little bit more art than science. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Jesse to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Freaking love the call out. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we settle this already? Yes. You're okay with this, right? What happened to Sayori? Where is she? Oh yeah, she's helping Monica. Right. In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, you want to straight at me. But who am I going to go with? Sayori has 3 dots on her name. The other have 1. You know what? Sayori's been feeling a little bit down. If it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors then. But one just said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No? I didn't mean for this to be different. Just in the club, okay? Oh. Right. I could make some cupcakes. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Yeah. Just a minute ago, you were saying that... That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So But that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yeah. Everything except the performing is done to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Jesse? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. She's dead inside. The Suji starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean you... Mitsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Mitsuki goes over and puts her hand down on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Mitsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Mitsuki's work. Mitsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things, but didn't understand. Mitsuki was still trying to sound like you're Sayori. All these names! Yeah, why are there only two that are difficult to freaking say? Mitsuki and Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. But you're not dumb! Yeah. Hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I started to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gone home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how it slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Just send random YouTube videos. I would never. Why would I do that? Mitsuki gives me your number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming over to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of a stretch if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. Guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love bacon so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of... Wait. Why is this text so difficult to read? When it's really not. My brain's just slow. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. The city is going to be coming home to miles and 70. Wait, what is it? I can't speak! Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double chat, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other up. It's not like we text each other up. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. Sorry, I kept stopping on other, and it looked like over. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, where's the music? Knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Justin. Oh, thank God. You're okay. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. You seem more casual. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years from now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Yeah, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Jesse. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you would have been worried about me at all. Or you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sorry. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Jesse. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Jesse? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? You are not worthless! Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in carrying to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I am in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why? Why is it that you never tell me about this? It's almost like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Jesse. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I didn't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand those feelings at all. But I don't need to understand whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything... The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. Stop crying! I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you come here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her into an embrace. Listen, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the job. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. I'm just not realizing y'all couldn't read any of that. Sorry. If I made friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please, don't do this. Listen, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you'll have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, Ben. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. Yay, we cheered up Sayori. Somewhat. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of course, of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really won't forgive you. But it's almost time for Nasuki to come meet me at my house. At the very least, he wants to come along and help out. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'll try my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Nasuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting for Nasuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door and let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Nasuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Is that a cat on her shirt? That's awesome. I don't know what I was... Oh, right. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Nasuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Jesse, we have to cook.
Sorry. I saw the chance for the joke, said it, regretted it. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yep.
Yesterday, Nasuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part, but of course. I'm surprised to hear Nasuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag for me? Where's your hospitality? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Nasuki holds out to me.
This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now.
Yeah, I am impressed, Nasuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Nasuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. We're getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Wait, I thought this wasn't school. That's a little bit more like you, Nasuki. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Huh? Nasuki catches her words and her face turns red. Nasuki, forget it. Didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! Is that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Suddenly this turned into a really unfair conversation. With a video game! You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Jesse. Nasuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Nasuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, and finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Nasuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Jesse, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are you doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me. I don't really have a preference, so come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Earth, fire, water, air, heart! Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm having a shit ton of fun right now. Also, my freaking kitchen is nice as hell according to this game. I'm not really sure what Nasuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See, it's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes line up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped pancakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I'd make Natsuki proud like that too. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you started to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Oh god. Have you ever tried whisking something? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? I'm using a whisk! Have you ever tried to whisk something without the whisk fucking up? Well, yeah, it just takes a little bit longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the ball back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey, Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? You're forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you, Nats. Not to see you try. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross, you got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big job of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez, you know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop, not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. But that's so. In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. I am loving this! Your face is entirely red. Jesse, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? That was a question? Oh. Yeah. That was a question. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow grasp. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How did you make a mistake like that?
Should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Nasuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove, and in another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Nasuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Nasuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all are. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Nasuki hands me some plastic bags. I have the nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can make different flowers.